All right, and welcome everybody to another episode of Coffee and Crullers. I'm your host, Adam Black. With me today,
the co-host and silly man Noah Allen. How's it going?
Silly man.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
So, welcome to another episode of Coffee and Crullers.
Yep.
We're just kind of hanging out right now.
Yeah.
We are sitting in my kitchen of our apartment.
We just broke some bread.
Yeah, for those of you who's watching on video, different scenery and everything. But that is because this is our second podcast tonight.
Yes.
Doing this because the last one we didn't actually address it that one's going live while I'm in LA.
Yes, and this one will be when you come back.
Yeah, and this one's when I come back,
Yes.
but there's not enough time in there between for us to record.
Right.
So we did two, so we
Yep.
can have for 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
You know, that's just one of the things about production sometimes is you just gotta
roll with it, man.
Gotta make some things happen.
Exactly.
And that's why talking to those on video doesn't look the best. I'm working on that still. Just trying to figure out things. I still don't have a camera that can record long enough that's not a GoPro.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's difficult.
We need to go low tech. Let's go to some random
Just real low tech.
Real low tech it.
Like the old school cameras that have the VHS tapes in it.
Yes.
I would if it wouldn't take so much energy to convert it to digital.
that's true,
I totally would.
I just think that would be a lot of fun. Just it would just be interesting for sure.
It would be interesting. So though, speaking of interesting, I'm trying to think of what we would be talking about after I come back from.
Yeah, I don't know.
All these firsts.
You're just gonna tell me about how everything was, the famous people you bumped into.
Yeah, I totally bumped into Bill Murray.
Right.
I bumped into.
Well, no, you didn't. He didn't. But
I bumped into Tom Hanks.
No, just.
I saw Scarlett Johansson. That was cool.
But this isn't.
I saw.
The great. There was the sunsets were beautiful over the Pacific Ocean.
Just in case I did not see any of these people, I've technically not been there yet, even though you're hearing this after I've been there. So that's just what it is.
So update in 2 weeks.
Yeah, update in 2 weeks. We'll figure that one out.
Yeah,
but anyways, besides all that, what's going on with you right now?
Nothing. Well, I know we were talking about. You drove to Colorado a long time ago.
Yeah, we mentioned that in the last podcast.
Road trip.
So that's it's a weird story because it was one of my first serious girlfriends that I went out there with.
Oh boy.
So it's kind of like this weird thing that I went there with somebody that I don't necessarily care about now. I'm happily married.
Yeah.
But Colorado, I fell in love with while I was out there.
Yep.
And I just remember the fact that they were like, "Hey, you can go with us. It's like a family vacation, but we're driving." And I was like, okay, that doesn't sound.
That's weird.
Well, no, I was like, it doesn't sound terrible, like we'll make that happen.
How long was the drive?
It was 27 hours.
Oh, done.
We did not stop.
Oh, wow.
We went the entirety in 27 hours straight.
One person driving, or did they switch drivers?
They switched drivers only 2 times. It was one 16-hour shift and a 12-hour shift.
That's brutal.
Whatever that math was. It was really rough.
Wow.
It was really difficult to be in a backseat for that long. But I do remember getting to Kansas, and that was the first time that I was like, okay, things look different now.
Yeah.
This is the first time
This isn't the Midwest anymore.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing something that looked different in my life. And we're going out there in Kansas. It's just flat, but it was beautiful because there were sunflowers everywhere.
Yeah.
So we're driving through Kansas, and the speed limit was 90.
Yeah.
So we're cruising, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
And then it was during sunset, so it was extra pretty. But I remember being in the middle of Kansas, when it was getting dark, and we were there when the moon came out and all these things.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right, well, we got to pull over real quick. And I remember getting out, and it was the first time I ever saw the Milky Way, in real life.
Yeah.
And it was literally
because there's no lights.
Right. It was incredible. It was literally one of those TV commercials where you can see all the stuff and you go, that's not real. And then
it's real.
And it's real.
Yeah.
And you're I saw everything with my own eyes. The Milky Way, the moon was literally the biggest I've ever seen it.
Yep.
It was crazy. It was beautiful.
Yep.
And then it was very short lived. We got back in the car, fell asleep, and we drove to Colorado. And
That's crazy.
we ended up getting there that night. So it was like 3 or 4 in the morning.
You went into not Denver, but you
Denver.
Oh, you went into Denver.
Yeah, we went to at the time the girl that I was dating, we were staying with her brother, and he lived in Denver, and then we went skiing and stuff in Golden, Colorado. I'm not sure.
Right.
Somewhere out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And it was a fun trip. It made me really fall in love with the area though, because it was like the first time seeing mountains of that caliber.
It takes your breath away, doesn't it?
It's outrageous.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then also I remember like the coolest thing to me, and we'll end the story, but the coolest thing to me was driving through the mountains, like literally like they cut a road through the mountains.
It's just hanging on the mountain.
Yeah,
Just hanging
and,
onto it.
and
Yeah.
you're literally just, you can look up 300 feet and there's
Yeah.
just rock above you. And the coolest thing to me was on one side there being like a river cutting through the rock, and then there would be mountain goats literally just on the side of the rocks.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, that's crazy. And then on the other side is people that just pulling over and free climbing like 300 feet in the air.
Random. Yeah.
And it was just a whole different world than Cincinnati. So
Yeah.
that was probably the craziest, longest road. It's definitely the longest road trip I've ever been on.
I think the longest I ever did was going from here all the way out to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And that's probably the longest I ever did driving wise.
Right.
Passenger wise, driving to the Outer Banks in North Carolina for like a family vacation and just holding up in the back seat.
Right.
And that was like driving to West Virginia, stopping for the night, driving there to North Carolina. I would love to do a cross country drive. That would be fun.
Yeah,
I think it would be cool to drive because my sister lives in San Fran.
Right.
So I always tell my daughter, I was like, when you're old enough,
Yeah.
we should drive out there and then fly back. Like spend like 5-6 days driving, stopping at all the stops, doing like the sightseeing stuff along the road, and then coming back because I love driving.
Yeah. So do I. I definitely think like that drive in particular though too. You have the easy highway route that will get you there in like 2 to 3 days depending on what you go do. But then you have the Route 66 route.
Right.
Which is what I want to do.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Let's go the original route, the way people went. You know.
Yeah.
I desperately want to do that.
Well, it's cool because it's like because I've also been to Colorado,
right?
And same story with a girl that her mom moved out there, and we went out to visit, and she owed me a plane ticket, and I was like, okay, cool, thanks.
So we
flew out, yeah, and that was the first time I ever flew, being like an adult, and just like at night, and you're just like, there's like 17 shooting stars. Like, oh my God, don't explode.
I bet that was on the microphone.
Right.
Sorry.
No.
Just interrupting.
You're good. But I just remember looking up, it's like you see like 17 shooting stars.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like any minute a bear could just come out of the pitch blackness, and you're like, oh my God, like there's a bear there.
It's just a whole different world.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. Like, I mean, absolutely beautiful. But we hiked up the top of this because it was Crested Butte, Colorado, which is like the town down the way from Gunnison.
Right.
So like, there's a mountain there you can hike up to the top, and it's like I've always been afraid of heights, but like getting there and then just kind of like looking down over the side, I almost passed out because it was like, there's nothing. Like I mean, it was insane.
I remember. So one of the coolest experiences I had out there was I had the opportunity to drive up Pikes Peak
in Colorado Springs,
in Colorado, and so like we got in a car, like a full-fledged race car.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're going to go up this mountain. And I was like, okay, like I love cars. I love racing. This sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Until you start drifting around the turns and you realize there's
like
a
no control. Oh my God.
Like a 10,000 foot just cliff. And you're like, oh my God. And I remember like getting to like the halfway point, like there's like this like little rest stop area. And I remember like us just taking a quick little break. And it was like me freaking out. And they're like, why are you scared? I was like, I'm super scared of heights. And like, I look over the edge and it's just all the way down. They were like, yeah, but you're standing on the ground.
And
I was like, doesn't help me.
Yeah, at all.
Like I don't care. Like I'm
my
way
God.
up here. You know.
Yeah. Oh man.
So scary.
Yeah, it's cool. I love trips. I love traveling. I wish I did more of it.
Yeah.
Like I have friends who traveled all over the world. I don't care about the world per se. Like you know what I mean? Like
I
that sounds
just
awful.
don't care about the
You know,
world.
but it's like I haven't even seen enough of the United States. Like I mean, I've been to the Southwest. I've been to the East Coast, or actually, I've not been to the East Coast.
Right.
Like as far as I've gone is like when I lived in upstate New York as a kid, and then in Pennsylvania, like Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's as far as I've gone. I've not gone like Washington D.C., New York
Yeah.
City. So it's like there's things I still want to
Also,
see
like
here.
up in the New England area.
Yeah, like so it's like when people are like, I want to travel the world. I'm like, dude, there's lots of stuff I
There's
want
a
to
lot
do
of
here.
stuff, yep.
You know that I still haven't even done yet.
Yeah.
But it's like,
see,
you know-
I'm one of those people too that I've never been to like Florida. Never
Yeah.
been. I mean, I've never been anywhere other than like a linear path from Ohio to Colorado.
Right.
So like that's it, and then
And then the South Carolina.
Tennessee to South Carolina. That's
Yeah.
literally my extension of
See,
America.
I've got the Alaska under the belt, but
Yeah.
that's just because I was born there. I don't remember it. I just
Right.
remember being cold. That's about it.
Right.
And then it's like, so I've been to like Washington State. I've been to Oregon. Drove through Oregon, California. I've been to California.
Yeah.
I've done that. Drove cross country when I was a kid,
Right.
but I don't really remember that.
So it sounds. So what you're getting at though
Yeah,
is that we need to go on a road trip.
I think that's what the plan.
See now
needs to
this
be.
now this is
I think that's it.
This is a top story moment.
Yeah,
This is the top story that's happening right now.
yeah.
We need to take the Coffee and Crullers podcast on the
Oh,
road
that'd be awesome.
to. Oh my God, I have it. It just hit me.
Yeah.
This is a small. We'll start small.
Okay, let's do this.
Coffee and Crullers,
Yeah,
donut shops.
that would be awesome.
In Ohio, I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
We only know this because my wife, her family they are a prestigious donut manufacturer in the Cincinnati
Okay,
area.
Yes, they are.
They have one of the best donut shops, and not really us involved with it anymore,
Right.
but the family is.
Yeah.
And part of that shop is
Yeah.
they have an 80-mile donut shop trail.
That would be
Where
awesome.
in Ohio, there's a stretch of road that goes 80 miles, and there's like 15 donut shops that you're supposed to hit in this 80 miles.
Let's do
That's a
that.
podcast day.
Yes.
You know, start in the
Oh
morning,
my gosh.
start in the
Yes.
morning, and then just go all the way up as far as you can.
When you get back, let's start planning this.
Yeah.
This needs to happen.
That would be
I'm
great.
sold.
That would be a really
man.
long podcast.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
it would just be a short video that we do a podcast about.
That would be cool.
But either way,
yes.
that's a good one. We need
Yeah.
to start walking out the Coffee and Crullers
Yeah.
more. The feel good. You're gonna go get
I'm
a Stan
sold.
Makita's donut type
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
And just eat a sugar puck.
The cooler thing is when I went out to San Francisco, me and our buddy Blake, we tried to find a donut place.
Yeah.
Like tried. Like
I bet
Googled
they're hard out there.
It
to
was
find.
hard, but we found this place, and it's like between Pittsburgh, California, and San Francisco, called King's Donuts.
Okay.
I have it saved in my phone on my maps, on my Google Maps, because it was so dang good.
So just whenever you go out there.
So
again,
whenever I got there, it's like, let's King's Donuts, anybody?
Yeah.
King's Donuts. It was amazing. Yeah. So I'm sold for that. I'm a donut. If you
I
guys
know.
can't tell,
if you
hello,
can't tell, we're donut guys.
I like donuts.
So just to have a topic about this real quick, we just had this conversation like 2 days ago.
Do we? Oh, okay.
Best donut.
Oh man.
I have one. What's yours?
Oh gosh, I like the Boston creams are like my number ones.
That's the number one for you?
But we're similar
Yeah.
on what your number one
Okay.
is, because it's almost a number
This
one.
is my number one, and I'm calling it a donut because they sell it at donut shops, and
Right.
you can't really get anywhere else, even though it's technically not a donut.
Right.
But a kettle Danish.
Yes. Yeah. That's becoming my new number one.
It's the greatest thing ever invented.
Yeah, I go to the one, the donut shop that's right down the street from me. That's like family owned.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
all- that's part of Brittany's family.
Yeah, and they make the greatest kettle Danish. Like
Yeah.
it's literally like melts in your mouth.
It's
Like,
amazing.
It's awesome. Yeah,
I
it's-
need to eat less of them significantly,
yeah.
but I don't want to.
Right.
They're so
yeah.
good.
Oh man. All right. So on this little 88-mile trip of donuts,
Oh, I like how you
are we
said
getting-
88 Mile.
Yeah.
Like,
Back to
this
the
is
Future
not a
almost.
Back to the Future
Yeah, I
thing,
know,
but
right?
we can call this like Back to the Donuts or something.
Yeah.
We can drive an extra 8 miles.
Yeah, why not? Do we get one from each? Do we say, hey, what's your signature donut?
That's kind of what you do is you
Yeah.
go. I think the goal is to build a dozen. So like you go
That would
and,
be awesome.
and you build a dozen donuts and you don't really eat any of them until like you get home or to the last donut shop or whatnot. There's tons of different ways to do it. But one of the things that you do is you start at one of the donut shops.
Yeah.
And you get like a piece of paper or like some type of booklet and they stamp it. And you actually have to go and you get a stamp the whole trip and you have to fill out the whole book.
That's awesome.
And if you do it, you get a shirt.
Do you really?
Yeah, you get something for doing
We're
it.
doing this. It's just made for us. That's just what it is.
This is something that's got to happen.
Yeah, this just has to happen.
But see now I laugh already in my head because
Yeah.
we're just talking about this. But I desperately want to do this now.
Yeah.
And just go get like 13 kettle Danish and be
And
like,
each
this
different
one's from, and just go, which one's the best?
Stop number 4 had a different taste with the
Like
no, I
forget the
gotcha.
variety. Like I saw this video one time on YouTube, and it's this guy who was like, "I'm gonna eat 27 Philly cheesesteaks in one day."
Oh my gosh.
And he literally went to like all the Philly cheesesteak spots in Philadelphia,
Yeah.
and like judged them all. And
That's awesome.
And I was like, "That's amazing."
Yeah.
So we got to do that with these
That'd be
donuts.
awesome. I think then if you're gonna do the kettle danishes, I'm gonna do just the glaze,
Yeah.
this straight glaze, because that makes or breaks, man.
See, I'm one of those people. This is turning into a big Wrecking Balls podcast
It
with
is.
us right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But I'm one of those people that like it's hard to beat a Krispy Kreme glazed donut.
I don't know about that.
Like
I'm
if
not-
you've got a hot, fresh Krispy Kreme glazed donut,
yeah.
it's hard to beat it.
Yeah, I remember the time when they had the Krispy Kreme in Eastgate, and you
Yeah.
could go any time of day and watch them
Yep.
flip their.
Well, they have the
flip
one by
them
your
over.
house now too. They put one out there close
in
to your
Amelia.
house.
In Amelia?
No, it's in like Beachmont area, but
Oh, they did. Yeah,
Yeah,
down it's like
not too
towards
far.
towards Anderson.
yeah. And if you go there when the lights on, you can go in and get a free donut. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, if the lights on, go in and get a free donut.
My whole goal was at the end of the year start losing weight.
I know, and here we
I'm
are.
probably gonna start.
That's
gaining
something
it.
me and you've both been talking about, like
Yes.
getting in the gym, losing weight, like all these things. And we're getting ready to go do an 80-mile donut run.
Maybe this is the last time.
The last Wrecking Ball run.
The last hurrah. And
That sounds terrible.
That sounds horrible.
That sounds like we're going out with a bang.
yeah, someone's bound to get diabetes on this trip.
But I do think that will be a lot of fun, though,
Yeah,
regardless
definitely.
of the self-deprecation, fat humor.
Oh yeah,
it'd be a lot of
definitely.
fun.
I'm down. I'm sold.
We'll have to make that happen.
Definitely.
Especially now, too, like, going out to California and things like that. I'm going to need just an abundance of Ohio things
Yes,
and,
yeah.
like, donuts when we come back.
Well, I'll make you my chili, and I'll make you some
Yes.
stuff like
I'm already looking forward to. So, just on another note, so
Yeah.
even though this podcast is happening after we came back for LA, future Adam,
Yeah.
I want to listen back on this and know if I'm still feeling the same way.
Okay.
Future Adam is super stoked to be going to California right now while the weather's changing here. And going out and experiencing just a little bit more of like that summer, nice, low humidity weather.
Yeah.
And then coming back and having like full blown
Nice
fall weather.
Yes.
Future Adam desperately wants this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see if it delivered.
Well, I think with this big cold front coming in with this hurricane down south,
Oh, yeah.
it's already kind of starting with the rain,
It's
so
gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. I'm already excited for
Oh
it.
man. So let's go ahead and start wrapping this one up though with top stories. And this is going to be obviously a few weeks late from people hearing this, but
Yep.
Recently, and I don't know if we can talk about it too much, I saw the movie Venom.
I have not seen it yet.
Okay. It's I'm going to say first half thumbs down, second half
Promising.
1.5 thumbs.
Okay.
So like I definitely am excited with where they're going,
Yeah.
but it's not like a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
It's not like the good or even like mediocre good from
Right.
like beginning to end. Like even Marvel's got like some slow moments and cheesy moments, but at least they make a consistent movie.
Yeah.
I feel like when you watch movies that aren't directly Marvel Studios, they always feel like somebody wrote the first half and somebody wrote the second half.
Yeah. They're not cohesive. That
They're
makes
not.
sense.
So DC is especially like that, but it's weird because this is
Yeah.
in association with Marvel, but it's not a Marvel production.
Yeah, they were saying, I did read something just the other day that they could do a, oh man, it was a spin-off from Venom, and that they could, Morbius. They're doing a
Okay.
Morbius movie.
Yeah.
And the same producers who did Venom are going to do that one.
Okay.
And they said that there is a chance that Spider-Man will make an appearance in that one.
Okay. Because there might be a buyout still and all these things, and
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
But either way, that's my top story that I can lead with right
Yeah.
now. I liked it.
Yeah,
I like
cool.
Tom Hardy as Venom.
Well, Tom Hardy in anything is amazing.
Yeah,
Let's
but
just be honest.
I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. His accent was kind of stupid in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Was he like kind of like the Brooklyn like?
No,
bad
it's like
guy,
it's like an
yeah.
accent that doesn't make sense. Like it's not
Really?
like you don't understand what's happening. So like that kind of throws you off a little bit, but then like when Venom talks and everything, you don't care anymore.
Oh, okay.
So it's like one of those situations, but pretty good movie.
Well, because they make references that Eddie Brock moved from New York to San Francisco.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So,
But they only make like one reference in the very beginning of
Okay.
the movie.
all right, so they at least give him the origin of like Eddie Brock's from New York.
Yeah.
So, a Long Island kind of accent,
Yeah.
like you know.
It's not
it's not like
it's not
that.
caked on. It's more
Really?
kind of like a scared little boy. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, that-
it's not like a strong accent at all.
Okay.
It's weird.
Well, because he's British, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
he has to actually work hard at the accent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It was weird, but either way, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But how about you? Do you have a top story?
no, nothing really.
Okay.
I'm just playing some Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay.
And then tomorrow night, which is going to be weeks ago, but it's Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Man, it's going to be crazy.
We're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to play.
I don't want to get it. No.
We're gonna have to do it.
Uh,
Somebody's got to take one for the team.
oh my gosh,
We will end it with this. This
Yes.
is the poll question
Yeah.
that we need people's feedback on. You can tell us either on Instagram or on our SoundCloud where you can actually
Yes.
leave comments.
Yes.
Or YouTube. The YouTube channel will have everything too. I am personally a fan of Call of Duty.
Yes.
But I also have not played a Call of Duty since like
Ghosts.
Black Ops. No, Ghosts. Yes.
Yeah, Ghosts. Yeah.
So it's been a while. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Like probably 2 or 3 whole games in between there.
Yeah, so it's been a while since I've
Yep.
played, but I prefer Call of Duty. You are a
Battlefield.
Battlefield person.
Yep.
I'm not.
Yeah, but
But I play Battlefield for you. You got to play Call of Duty for me.
that's true.
Got to do give and take here.
That's how friendships do
But,
work.
but the poll is, what do you guys like better? Do you even play any of these games? Do you even care at all?
Yeah.
Battlefield, Call of Duty.
I mean, let's honestly be honest here. Come August 26th, are we going to be playing anything except for Red Dead?
August 26th is already
All right,
passed.
I meant October.
I was
Sorry.
like, I'm not going to be playing Red Dead.
Yeah, it's not even
we're already
out
past
yet.
it.
Yeah.
No, Red Dead Redemption 2 and Fallout 76
Yes.
are probably my favorite games ever made, and I haven't even played them yet.
Now, I read on IGN they did an update on the graphics for Fallout 76, and they said they were pretty bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I don't care about graphics as much as I care about
But it's a
gameplay, though.
multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
So but I'm just saying, like they said, it was
Okay.
it was rough, but that was for the beta.
We'll
so
have
who's
to
say?
be on the lookout for it, but I'm really excited for those games. And also,
Okay.
as of this podcast ending,
Yes.
even though this is now 2 weeks old,
Yes.
when we're filming this, I noticed that on my TV back here, Forza 4
Yes.
is ready for me to play. I'm going to play Forza 4 tonight.
Alrighty, man.
I love car games.
Yeah.
But still,
All right.
Battlefield, Call of Duty,
Yes. Make your choices, please.
or Forza games. I don't know.
Yeah. I
No,
don't know.
just tell us what you like. We
Yeah.
just want to have a conversation.
Definitely.
But that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. We really do appreciate it. It blows me away every single time that I get comments or any type of feedback that People are saying that
Yes.
they miss us, they want to hear from us or anything like that. That's an overwhelmingly awesome feeling.
Definitely.
So thank you for that. And as always, you can send us any type of feedback to coffeeandcrullers@gmail.com. You can always leave a comment actually on our direct SoundCloud. And from SoundCloud, you can find all the links to our iTunes store, our Google Play store, and hopefully by the time you see this on Spotify as well. I'm
That's interesting.
Trying to figure that one out.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit more difficult to get on Spotify.
Right.
But we'll see.
All right, man.
But that's going to be it for us. So thank you so much for listening to this episode of Coffee and Crullers.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
See ya.
Whatever.
Evening. Bye. Huh?
Bye. What?
All right. Bye.
Bye.